Hello and welcome to our Blood Omen 2. God damn it! I messed up straight away. Blood Omen 2. It's a game, and we're talking over it. I'm the Last Starfighter, and I'm here to introduce.
I am the Darkfox, the irresistible, the attractable, the sensational, and this is my very first time in doing a YouTube walkthrough. So, bear with me, audience. This is going to be shit-tastic. I may fail horribly. I may be a bit.
Don't say that.
Well, I'm telling the truth, Mike. All right.
Start. Yeah.
Forget
come
it.
and listen to our playthrough. It's going to be shit.
Okay, let's carry on with this shit.
Right.
Okay, Blood Omen 2. Why is it, you may say? Well, Blood Omen is a game made by Oogles, I believe.
Yeah.
And
what you're seeing here is the demo at the beginning of the game.
The demo at the beginning of Blood Omen 2.
Yeah, it's essentially just this sort of detailing the backstory of Cain from the main character of the game. I don't really know much about the series in general. I've only played one game, but it's.
But I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Yeah.
I'll tell you quickly right now. Blood Omen 1 and Blood Omen 2 was the first in its season, and then Soul Reaver happened later on the PlayStation. And then Soul Reaver 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Blood Omen 2 takes time after when Cain conquers the Pillars of Roscoff. But rather him sacrificing himself.
Explain what those are for the people who don't know.
Okay. The Pillars of Roscoff are the 9 pillars that create balance throughout the entire world of Roscoff. Some time ago, Cain was a human being.
Okay.
But then the magician, one of the 9 who protected one of the 9 pillars, then started to, create havoc. And one of the 9 made Cain into a vampire.
Yeah. And
Cain had a choice when he completed Soul Reaver 1. Either he would sacrifice himself and make Roscoff whole again and pure, or he could be alive and make it corrupted.
Yeah.
He chose this pathway, and now this is after the events of Soul Reaver 1.
Yeah.
And he's trying to make an army, as you saw there in front of you.
Yeah. Well, essentially, he's been defeated by this other guy, the Seraphon Fan Lord. And he's been, you get to see me accidentally go on the options menu and forget I'm doing a fucking playthrough for a second. Like, oh yeah, let's look at the options.
Let's look at the options.
Everyone wants to see that.
Music 9! Soundtrack 9! Choose blocking time! That is fucking amazing, Mike!
Yeah. By the way, do choose assisted, because this game's blocking system is bullshit.
Yeah.
And if you choose the other one. Right. Now, I like how
400 years after the nobleman came.
And no, I like how this game essentially starts like Conan the Barbarian. So it's just like 400 years after this nobleman Cain was cursed to walk the night of a vampire. Blah 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 blah.
Oh, you're shit at it, Mike.
This story. I can't be fucked to read all this text.
I could have. The Pillars of Roscoff. Oh, fuck it.
Look, we've already explained the backstory anyway, so it doesn't matter.
All I can say is that Cain was betrayed by members of his own vampire army, which is why he lost. Many years have passed, and Cain wakes up in a shithole to find that he's lost it all, and now he's weak. Yeah,
well, I do want to take a second to actually.
Who the hell is this bitch?
She's Uma.
Uma. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember her.
Yeah. Now I want to take a second to explain the gameplay.
Yes.
Just a sec, just to summarise it. Essentially, it's a sort of one of your, those kind of 3D beat 'em ups, a bit like Spider-Man: Age of Time and that sort of thing. Essentially, it's that.
Don't want to talk about you.
As normal with those kind of beat 'em up games. You also have like puzzles you come into, puzzle sections. They're not very challenging.
Jesus Christ, that woman has big boobs on her.
But the whole point of the game is to kill all your enemies, and suck their blood, and you collect weapons that you can use. But I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah, of course. Let's talk about the big boobs for a sec, on you, Mark. Look at those fucking things. You can jump on them like a bouncy castle, you can.
Yes. It's not that uncommon for a woman in a video game to have big boobs.
I know. I just like talking about them. So Newmark just rescued Cain?
Yeah. By the way, the like engine cutscene graphics in this game has like terrible animation. Just I throw that out there.
That's true.
Whenever they're talking, like there's this bit where they're in the sanctuary, and you'll see it later, but When they're in the sanctuary and Uma fucking is surprised, she swings her arms around it. It's like what? Why is that a natural reaction? But can you explain? Can you tell? Because apparently the first Blood Omen is a very different game to this one.
The first Blood Omen was that the view was from a sky view.
Yeah,
and
it's
look
top down.
Yeah. And I have not played Blood Omen 1. That's the only game. Not Blood Omen 1. That's the only game I haven't played. I played the others, but not this one. That is my weakest.
You don't know anything about the gameplay then?
No. Not particularly.
Alright.
All I can tell you is that it's different from this one.
Well, I've heard bits and pieces about it, but I really don't know. I think it might be an RPG, but...
I know the history of Blood Omen 1, but not the gameplay.
Alright, fair enough. Yeah. Alright, I wish I'd researched that then, because apparently the first one's better, but I really...
Yeah, I think it is the first one that's better.
Yeah.
The second one isn't bad, but I didn't get a lot of heightened excitement from playing it. I don't know why.
I like it, but alright, I can explain why you didn't, because essentially it has loads and loads of pointless cutscenes you can't skip. The combat system is, while it can be quite viscerally fun because you're like beating the shit out of people and then drinking their blood, it's really stiff and it's, you know, the lock-on system isn't very good.
The battling system isn't all that great as well.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the battle system is just like attack your enemy.
I remember last month.
They block. You have to block. You're just essentially. You have to go block, punch, punch, block, punch. It all gets kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
But it is fun. It's just in large doses, this game can get a bit tedious.
Of course.
It's a shame, really, because it's a cool idea. I'm quite a fan of vampires.
Yeah, I know.
So, I know you know, the audience doesn't know.
You do better playing Soul Weaver 1.
Oh, really?
The next one in the season after this game.
Yeah, I remember the commercials.
Soul Weaver 1 was brilliant.
I remember when that was on TV and there was commercials.
Yeah.
I do want to play that, I just haven't got around to it.
Yeah. I will tell you everything about that one as much as this one, because Soul Weaver 1 was the best out of the season.
Yeah.
I would rate this one
Don't say that until you played the first, you know.
No. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, apparently it's amazing. But, also, the trouble with this is, well, it's just very glitchy.
Yeah, it's not that too great a graphics. I mean, look at the facial features on them. They look like dolls or something, plastic dolls.
I don't think the models look too bad. The models of like the
for the PS2, I believe.
Yeah, well, this is the GameCube that you're saying now.
Oh, GameCube.
Yeah, the models for the villagers and stuff, they look shit, but the actual main characters are alright, I suppose. I mean, the GameCube could do a lot better than this, and I'm pretty sure the PS2 could as well, but it's not, they're not terrible, but they're not the best that the system could manage.
So, just to get back to the story, this bit wants Kane to go and take on the Seraphian.
The Sarafan.
The Sarafan, that was it. And she wants Kane to go and fight them on, take them on one by one.
Yeah.
But he's weak, so that she becomes his guide.
Yeah.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, well, the thing about Kane is he's kind of an arrogant character.
He is, yeah.
Throughout the game, that Uma will say things like, "Oh, we need you to help us," and defeating the Sarafan.
He's pretty draconian, though, I believe.
Draconian?
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
Draconian. When he becomes a ruler, draconian is he goes by his law and his will alone.
Yeah,
everyone has to follow.
Yeah, he's a bit of a dictator. Yeah. But no, basically, because the Sarafan Lord kill Kane, Uma convinces him to go along with their plans because he's like, well, don't you want revenge on him?
Kane is a bit of a dick in this game, but later on in the series he does get wiser.
Well, yeah, as a character, I really do like Kane though.
Yeah.
I think he's got quite a good voice actor.
He has to go, well, what was the name of the voice actor?
I don't know.
I remember.
I should have looked that up actually, but...
Yeah.
Do you know the name?
I should have looked it up as well. Don't worry, we'll look it up next time in the next YouTube
we'll
clip.
get back to you on that one. This is a very long game, so we've got plenty of time to do our research, just cool.
I Oh yeah, the slums.
Yeah.
I remember this
Well,
bit.
on the one hand, this game has good ideas.
This game is a bit like Dishonored because you can get to kill people, but other people won't notice you unless you do it quietly and silently.
Yeah, but the thing about that is, though, it doesn't really matter if they notice you. It's not like... Because I actually wanted to... I'm quite glad you said that, because I wanted to bring this up, actually, because this game has, like, stealth sections.
Yeah.
But they're few and far between in terms of, like, the actual gameplay.
Yeah.
And they seem a bit forced, and... there might... You'll notice when I'm playing this, I try to do stealth sections quite a lot, because it means that you can kind of, like... They're to be honest,
Jesus Christ, look at those tits! They're fucking big!
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, carry on. Carry on.
You know, you've already brought that up. I don't think you
I know, but I keep on getting surprised by them. They're so fucking big.
Do you say that anytime you see a woman with large breasts?
No, I don't.
Because that might be a bit
abnormally.
You might want to avoid doing that. I'm just saying, like...
People are going to notice them as well when they watch this shit.
Well... They probably will, because it's YouTube, let's be fair. But yeah, but no...
Stealth system.
I like to use the stealth bits, because I feel like they're a bit more skillful and less tedious than the actual battle. And actually I was trying to, because I wanted to make this playthrough as less tedious as possible,
Yeah.
I was thinking that the stealth sections weren't going to be, you know, less tedious, but it turns out that I got really anal about getting all the stealth kills, and so I spent loads of time doing stealth bits. So sorry about that, everyone. Yeah.
If you're the patient type, then this shouldn't be a problem for you, because I can see why it can be irritating at times.
Right, well I wanted to bring this up quickly before because we are sort of almost at the end now, but what I wanted to point out was that I think that a game, you know, I mean, I know you've never played Hitman, but well, you played Metal Gear Solid, though.
I have.
Yeah. Like, well, that's a game that has like all stealth in it and stuff. I would love to see a game like Hitman, but instead of playing an assassin, you're playing as a vampire. And I mean, I don't know if you've played Hitman.
No, I've not played Hitman at all.
And I haven't played Metal Gear Solid, so I don't know. But in Hitman, it's really cool because it's like you have to find like ways to kill people and not get seen. You have to. It's like a stealth game, but it's also a bit like a puzzle game as well. So it's a bit like an adventure game, really, because you have to think. I mean, it's not massively like an adventure game, but as far as shooters go, it's the closest to an adventure game you're going to see, really. It's, as Yahtzee said, it's a bit like an adventure game for people who are impatient. How much time have we got left? I'm afraid that we're... No, yeah, we still got a bit of time.
How much time have we got left?
That much, yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Basically, in Hitman, you have to find ways, like you can make some people's deaths look like accidents.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they're, you can lure them underneath like a car crusher and press a button to make the car crusher go, and then like all the guards and stuff will think that he died just by accident. Right, I think the part's going to end soon.
I haven't said my bits yet.
Yeah,
oh
well,
my god.
Unfortunately, I think we've come to the end. So I'm afraid.
Okay.
I'm afraid we're going to have to say, join us in part 2.
Right, yeah, fuck it. Join us in part 2.
I've been the Last Starfighter.
I am the Darkfox, pissed off at the moment. See you soon.